knees or block with our kicks or something. Likewise, if we get kicked in the upper half, we would deal with it with where our arms are, okay, in the upper half. And then you break again, where we now acknowledge we go 6 gates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you deal with things that are just arm maneuvers, which is mostly what we're going to cover today. So the bottom half is a curriculum all on its own. We'll get to some of that. I'm going to give you some footwork drills that will set you up, but you'd need a little time in training to get exposed to that. In real life, I don't know how many people you're going to go into a bar, you're going to get in a shoving match, and then the guy does a roundhouse kick to you. I don't think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see the overhand cross, the haymaker, someone who's going to grapple you, put you down. So it's a good bet to say that training the upper part is actually going to prepare you pretty well for what you're going to encounter in real life. Okay, training the upper half. So we're going to deal with most of this. What I call the 4 gates, and it's been passed on to me, it's called the 4 gates. You cut yourself in half, and then the crosshairs basically break here. Give or take where your elbow bends, okay, naturally on its column. So anchored here at the shoulder, the elbow's there. That's going to basically give me my midpoint. Where my hands would then be either above my elbow or below my elbow. And so still, it's all based on what the opponent's trying to do to you. So if they're trying to swing into your head, you put your hand up and you deal with it. If they're trying to swing into your body, you put your hand down and deal with it, things like that. You could, of course, put your elbow down to deal with it, or your elbow up to deal with it. Smaller variations of the same shape. And you fight ass out. It's just a matter of time before somebody pulls you, and your lumbar can't pull you up. You can't make it back up. So rolling your waist prepares you for weight load. Okay. Additionally, your leg is loaded. You can kick quite easily without telegraphing. So you see, it should be in almost all good martial arts systems where you've got a control of the belly, control of the stomach. Okay. So heels on the ground. I'm going to basically line up on the front line, so if you see the tape line that I'm on, I'll put my heel on it, my back foot on it, just like that. You can put your toes on it, that's more comfortable. I've lined up. The objective here is to block all of the positions down the center. Okay? If I stand like this, you're punch me in the balls, so you hit me in the face. I have nothing to block with. If I put my guard up, but I leave my stance open, you're going to kick me in the balls. So we cover our 6, and you cover the top. Right? I should be able to basically come over to you and push on you, and you wouldn't fall over. That, and that, and that, and a little push, and so you wouldn't fall over because you've got control of your belly. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's move these guys around if I can. I'll put you all on one line. So in regular Wing Chun training, you do lots of this until these tree trunks get really, really strong. You're holding more of your weight each time you move. So I release the spring, then I sit back down on it. Release the spring, sit back down on it. I'm doing it slow, but of course as you get moving, you can take little picking positions, and you bring your base with you. So this is the idea. Trunks are, the tree branches are swayed. You have to have some strong knees, good dantine, comfortable posture, control of the middle, give you a lot to work with. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Okay. So if at any point the tree branches are shook, you should be able to stabilize. No problem. At any point when the fight happens, you can relax your posture. I have that penetration power that you look for in both the triangle and the straight line, moving in. Okay? That's only going to get you to the front door. Sometimes you hit the front door and somebody's very powerful, so you have to move to the side and replace the triangle from the side. Knees are pressed in. I got my hip, my root, my triangle is all shaped up. Okay? If I go and turn it on its side, open up the door, I have an empty spot there and an empty spot here. There's a time where I might walk in, the enemy is too strong in this place, I will go over to here, and then I'll turn back in and I'll basically take it from the side. Or I walk in, it's too powerful over here, I step over here, and then I bring it in from the other side. I'm going to just hang out in the shape where I am, I'm toe-to-toe with the guy, all right, to get, if you have your hands out, to get outside this front hand, there's a little distance, we could do a couple of moves here, but I'm going to give you something simple. I'm just going to move over to the side, and then replace down the front, and then we can slap his back hand. Okay? You may not be able to get past the jab, so maybe I would slap and then slap again. 2 slaps. Okay? So I'll go here and down on the corner. Okay? Without a partner, without him doing anything, I stepped here, I stepped here. And so you basically could repeat this shape on the ground, and you have the basic flanking triangle. I shouldn't have to back up. If I'm here, and just come into the front a little bit, and we get into the shape, I got my hands up, and you step in, I step over and take the shape from the side. So I'm here, swap, and then punch. All timed in with the footwork. Slow motion, clearing the front path, clearing the second path, and then when I land with a nice impact, nice punctuation mark. Okay? All timed in. By the time my punch arrives, so my stance arrives. And then hopefully I've got my momentum, multiplied with my whip, and I do some good damage. Okay? So slap, slap, and then we take the angle. The secret's in the footwork, not really in the handwork. Handwork's the same stuff you guys did in the last set. If he fires off the jab, you just have to move to take it from the side. If he goes and punches, I'll go out here, okay? Or maybe I initiate. I go here, and then I can come in from behind this position. Same idea. You have basically two exchanges that you're going to see almost all the time in Wing Chun. You have a cross-hand exchange, and what I mean by that is where the arms connect between two bodies. You have either a cross-hand exchange, or you have a same-side exchange. And I'm trying to break the whole system down in that way. I'm either parallel, or same-side, or in cross-side. And even if I were here, I'm still cross-side. Okay? As I arrive here now, I'm same-side. And so we have a curriculum, we call it our tracking curriculum. You cross, you clear in, you blow maneuvers, parrying down, you do all your hits, close range. That starts you off from a cross-hand exchange. And then we have our Jeet Sao, where you're rolling and flowing and trying to get these hits, but you're managing basically the same side exchange, rolling and controlling. Okay? All right, so before we get too much into that, I want to still work off getting closer, getting to the jab. So contact, and then when he pulls away, I'm going to follow that thing back. And then either I'll grab it down the hip, or I'll slap him. Okay? So from a cross-hand shape, you're either going to have assistance from the other hand, in the form of a slap, or a capture on that first hand, and then I'll fire into my hand. If I arrive here and Israel does something with his other hand, I grab him again, we're back cross-handed, grab again, and maybe this, I don't want to grab again, I slap. We have two basic ideas that you're arriving. Cross-handed rather will give you, you use a slap and strike to clear the way, or a pull and strike to clear the way. First thing we'll do is we'll connect with our front hand, cross hand, and when his jab pulls back, I move in, and we'll clear. Okay? I'm going to clear him when he's in the short range. So you jab, I'm going to jab. When he comes back, I follow him. So, there, and this my window. There, and this my window. And I move in on his retraction. So hold on, so let me demonstrate what I mean. Connect. And then as my hand is recoiling, that's a nice time to attack. Okay? Now, if I'm fighting like this, or go out and pull away, hold on, you caught me in the front. Okay? I go out and pull away. When I retract, you advance. Ooh, now I got trouble. So, you're there, you go to me, I'll push you, hit, pull back, you get hit. I'm looking basically only to move in. This would shield the front away. And then I will just keep charging. Okay? I don't know what defense is going to be, I'm just following it. Let's say you don't give me a lot of defense, just to see how this works. Okay? Connect, follow. And you do 2 footsteps because you back up. If you don't back up, it's just stand down and pull back. Okay? Simple? Okay. Slow-mo, here's what I like. I go out. He's waiting, missing his opportunities. People move around, doing all sorts of things. Okay? So it can be this just 10th of a second time. So you jab. And just follow it back in. The hand goes out, and it just keeps going. In his muscle contraction back is when I go in. If people do Tan Sao and they don't put their elbow in the way, then the indoor bottom hand hits still come in. Okay? So if he puts his elbow in the way, I should not be able to advance. You just apply pressure down what feels like the straightest line between our two bodies, and I would not be able to advance into your space. Now, even if I aim at him, I still won't be able to do it because his Tan Sao has dispersed my space, my energy. You can't always go here because sometimes I lift up here, and look, he's going to need to lift his elbow up. Or if you try Tan Sao very, very high, you still may not be able to handle it. So Tan's not the right tool because your triangle is here. This is only functioning as the bottom half of the triangle. If the punch starts to go up, you get up here, and you'll never actually be able to defend it because it's not the right shape. It's the incorrect shape. So we use the other master Wing Chun shape, which is Bong. Bong just means the wing. Okay? And it's the one part of Wing Chun that breaks the rules, and now the elbow did lift, clearly. We talked about 4 gates before, so I've cut it in half. I divide him again into his solar plexus. He's now put his elbow into the upper corner, and in Tan Sao, he's put his elbow into the lower corner. Okay? Just looking at these positions, if he's just dealt with this shape, I go to body punch him, I go to kick him, and his elbow is basically in the way of his ribs. There's no way I'll be able to punch into that without meeting the meat of the bone of his elbow. So skeletally, it's a shield. Okay? In Bong, same concept, I swing around, I break my hand, I punch, I'm hitting a very strong shield. Okay, so elbow up, elbow down. Elbow up, elbow down. So I can do this non-Jeet Sao way that I can punch here, punch here, and he uses the Bong and Tan master shape to cover the top, to cover the bottom. So we're here, and so what I'll do is I'll try to reach to him a little bit. He'll firm up and advance his punch a little bit. I'll realize I can't sustain this, and I'll roll over. Basically, Tan and Bong. Okay, because I'm on the inside, I'm going to need both. Okay, so on the inside, I would reach to him, he would counter me. On the outside, he would reach to me, I need Bong Sao to counter me. So, Bong. This is just rolling away. Now, I'm turned so that I can send his energy that way. And then gradually we can feed our way off eventually, right? So, so Bong, Tan, Bong, Tan, Bong, Tan. This is a single-handed exchange. He's got the outside, so when you're on the outside, we'll take a hook. Chinese for that's Footwork. These are 3 master shapes to get you comfortable and to give you the right tools for Chi Sao. So I've turned on purpose so that when I make Bong Sao, I can open him, I can throw him past the line. The line is here, I throw his punch power past it. He goes that way. I'm in no danger of being hit by it, and continue to go that way. If you push downward, I release it. Man on the inside gets Bong and Tan, and then the outside actually just applies forward pressure. Switching rolls, okay? You get nothing from me except just a forward press. Tan Sao until you fatigue, Bong Sao, and then drop me to Tan Sao. And what I'm going to try to do for my partners to develop is not push down, but only push forward. Okay? We'll do it now with a very obvious tension. Pushing, pushing. Okay? Tan Sao, he'll look to have me on the radial bone. Okay? Bong Sao, and the Om, and the Sao Sao. Okay? If I was here and I was putting a lot of pressure here and Bong Sao was losing its shape, if he folds, no, don't fold like that. Hold the Tan Sao, and I fall down the corner. This is a half and half drill. I have to feed you the straight push. You feed the Bong, Tan, Bong, Tan, Bong, Tan, Bong, Tan. He's like, dude, my Tan Sao arm, my Bong Sao is deep. I'm so exhausted. Okay, my turn. I take the inside. Bong, Tan, Bong, Tan. So what you have to do is get your Dan team to power up through your elbows to push to the opponent. You guys may see that you're moving each other a little bit. But Bong Sao, because the elbow is up, has a lot of power. We're going to do it with a little firmness on purpose so that you guys can really see the skeletal shapes. You know, this is where these rotations are where the triangle becomes a spiral, becomes a circle. By rotating, either rotating myself and throwing a straight line, I make a straight line become a circle. Okay? Things like this where I would normally be punching here, because I turn, it actually forms a little bit of a march. We'll do like this, so I'm here and I'm tense, and then if you become loose, you would hit. Yeah. That way and then hit. So, you see Lin Tao, we do Footwork, and then do Jeet, and Shun Q, they go Bong, and then back to Tan. The 2 basic shapes here, I'm giving you that. So, if he's in the high elbow shape and he pushes in and he overwhelms my Footwork Sao, he's going across the line, I pull him down, and hit him. Well, you already went past it. To clear you. Let's say you push straight in, and it's too much. I just bring him down around the corner. Classically, I train the low palm, but one high palm push. This, and then this. It's all I did. This, and then this. From Footwork. Okay? Or in Tan Sao, just pull away and went back in. I'm on the inside. And I extend, and I'm too much for you. Too much for you. Guide me away. Didn't give me. Or I'm Bong Sao, and I'm too much for you. He opens the door like that. So he redirected me. The outside has an advantage somewhat, but so does the indoor. So Bong will pass across the line. And I get hit, knocked out. You see how easy it is. Okay, so I go here, and I let him extend, I let him be more powerful. Gotta block your neck next time. Using leverage. Okay? I counter them by redirecting them. In all of these instances I just talked about, whether you're in the Bong Sao Tan Sao shape or in the Footwork Sao shape, it all leverages the concept of redirecting the greatest force. So if you become stronger than me, nope, I went in the same direction as you. You're on the Tan Sao, you become stronger than me, I take you off course and then I follow back. On the indoor, if I become stronger than you push me away, there we go. I become stronger than you, here we go. Alright? So I want you to still play that role, but now it's a half and half team. Now, not both pushing, only one of you pushes and the other redirects. Okay? You want to try it? First It's a set, fixed pattern, and I'm hoping I can develop some of your tactile reflexes. Namely, your redirecting skill. Okay? Bridging and using similar concepts like from Bong and Tan Sao. Okay? So if he attacks, this is the feeding. I'm the feeder. He's the attacker. Okay? He needs to keep flowing. I'm going to redirect him twice. First is an indoor redirection. Hold on. I want you to do Jiao sound. Okay? Slow-mo. He runs his hand back, and then pops out, and he does a lock sound. Okay, we start again. Okay? Indoor block, outdoor block, lock sound. So force is pushing. He doesn't release or he doesn't try to become tighter than me or resist me. Okay. You use your sticky hands. Now the drill can be advanced by adding the next side, rolling. You guys have the same idea. You move in. It's very hard to do a lot when somebody really rushes in, so you have to have a good base, and you have to redirect me right there. You wait too long, you're not going to get it. So I'm in, run back, carry me across, I cut it. I'm going to achieve this all with the first step in. He goes in, how do you kill it? Okay. Indoor block, I run, outdoor block. If he only the indoor block, follow me back, hold on. I go here, I'm going to make Bong Sao, and then recover back. We call it inside bit. Okay. If I attack you and you catch my inside, this is just a vehicle that teaches. He's on the inside. If I try to fight back, it's resisting his strength. He's pushing that way. I'm pushing this way. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of resources. I go with it. I make a circle against his push. Okay? Outside. Call it running hand. Now, he's using sticky hands, so as I arrive to the other side, he's got his palm ready. I go to throw my punch, he redirects it. We learned this in the last set. He redirects me past the center line. I'll jump in from underneath. Instead of worrying about trying to spike him or anything massive, we use the same lop saw we did before. I grab, and he gets cut. Okay? If this succeeds, then you keep going, until eventually you flurry, sweep his legs, flurry again. Okay? Whatever you need. You can also not disengage. Target would be in the carotid artery line or in his hands down. So we do a tactic in Wing Chun, and you take this right with you to the street. You use a principle we call asking for his touch, asking hand. So Man Sao can take any shape. It can look like this. It can look like this. But what it is it's my first reach to him and then a stealing of whatever he does next. I don't know what he's going to do. All I can do is put a weapon out into his face. So he has a circumference around him, and I'll call it the reactionary gap, and then a radius from the center of him to the line of that circumference, okay, where his hand could reach or his kick could reach. And just teach this. I'm in kicking range. You can touch me with your foot. Okay? And then this is a lot of times where people are too afraid to get past. They jab and move and they can't figure out how to get past this level. So we covered that today, how to get past this. He reaches out, I connect, he follows back, you go back, I follow, okay? So these are some ideas as he retreats back, that's a very nice way to go in. Or he reaches out, you guide him away and then follow that back, and that's a nice way. Or as we saw in Jeet Kune, you move in and you beat your way through and you take whatever shows up and whatever you need to, okay? Just rushed in. He only had that first moment of time to be able to figure it out. It's really hard to figure that out. How do you fight an ambush? You don't. You have to retreat, you have to run away, you have to try again, somewhere else, because you weren't expecting it. So the tactic here is that you would put your hand out, and this is me maybe showing you analytically here. I put my hand out, and Israel's guys, he's like, what? Come on. I put my hand out, he touches it, and when he touches it, that's it, we take over. Okay? Or I can go make this happen where I put my hand out, as soon as he touches it, he gets killed. And I'm doing nothing but a jab, a rolling jab, a lopping jab, okay? So you ask for his touch, and the moment he gives it to you, that 10th of a second, you go. You ask for my attack, he puts his fist in my face, I give him defense. I have to give him defense, he can hit me in the face.
takes it away. Doesn't matter what my defense is. It hit me. You wait some more. As soon as there's you feel a hair on my arm, you have to counter everything else I'm going to do. And then the rest of this is, I'm going to do this. Okay? So if I'm ready, first touch, you put your hand in my face first. No jab at me. Oh. And then kill me off that first touch. That's where the chain punch fits perfectly. Okay? You touch, and then right away. 1, 2. So, I'm here, come on. Puts his hand. I'm not going to make it past that next little one. That's the draw.